Hi guys. So I wanted to talk about Zeus in this one. I know it's going to seem a little off topic at first. Oh, by the way, this is like my favorite tree. I love this tree. It's like gigantic. You can't even see the top of it in this video. It's just beautiful. This is when I talk about, yeah, no, this actually isn't the pine tree, but this is my favorite tree. Anyway, so Zeus. Surface level, the story of Zeus doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's like a god who killed his dad, and it's like, why? But if we think about it in terms of like the Starseed journey, he was born and he had to be hidden away, right? So he was hidden away on an island. Island is earth and water. That also kind of relates to a planet. So he had to be hidden away until he got old enough to be able to do something about it. And eventually, he ends up killing his dad, who was Kronos, who was time. So, think about it, like most human beings, even the ones that have been able to remember past lives, will remember it like as a kid, and then they forget. Thoth was one of the only ones who really was able to remember time and like travel through it and like conquer it, really. So conquering time, that's important. That's going to be really important to our journey as Starseeds, and we're going to be some of the first people who are actually really able to do this in a like powerful way. It's going to be awesome, you guys. We're living forever. I'm on board. So yeah, so Zeus was cool. He was the man. He became a god, just like we're gonna do. So, I had mentioned the pine tree, and I wanted to show you how big this is. That's it. This tree is taller than me. That's a fire hydrant. I'll turn around and give you some scale. I don't know if I can flip in the middle of the video. Let's see. They're gonna let me do selfie mode now? No, I have to switch. Okay. So, I'm under the tree now. This is a big tree. Okay. There we go. So that's my antenna. So when Zeus escaped, he freed all his brothers and sisters, the gods that were trapped in Kronos' belly. Kind of remind you of anything? Maybe your higher selves that we're releasing right now? So yeah, that's definitely a Starseedy thing. So it's very cool. Props to Zeus. And then of course, I have a slide like always that relates to all of this. I had said releasing our higher selves, and there are some cases where we might actually have to do that, but in general, it's more like contacting them. Okay, here's the information. What comprises each element dictates its polarity and how it interacts with others. Air needs life. Earth and water need fire. Water and earth need earth. This is not counterintuitive, because earth is obsessed with the material. Also think of meeting itself, like Gaia and Eartha, or Eartha and Terra. Some people said that Terra was the name for 3D Gaia, but I actually really like Terra as the name for 5D Earth, but whatever we end up using as the name for 5D Earth, it really should be gender neutral. Anyway, fire needs spirit. Zeus, the colorful little word Zeus that I have on the bottom right there, came from mapping the pathways of self-awareness. The letter E, so this is explaining why the E and the S are different here. I was guided to include spirit and air on the letter E, and it says, the letter E added spirit and air to be a portal we call open. Portal, yellow spirit, and white air to triangulate. S is the framework for a portal, but not a portal itself. Then, so I also have a little passage here from Stoneflower Kabbalah. This is some of the information that I was guided to kind of set up these shapes in the way that I did and move them in the way that I did. Like I said, if you're very interested in this, that's all really interesting to get into and to look up. Seasonal cycles are encoded within the background. So they're talking about the background behind the hexagonal shapes there. Winter is green for the heart that keeps us warm in the cold. Spring is yellow for the spirit that warms the planet. Summer is red for the heat and core fire that connects. Fall is purple for the crown that keeps us centered in the vortex of endings and beginnings. Winter and summer make sense with the chakra transitions. Summer goes from yellow to purple and ends up at red because we begin again after connecting to core. Fall goes root, heart, crown, reminding us that the heart is a bridge for the bodily chakras. Okay. And then I also just wanted to mention how in the Emerald Tablets, those kind of talks about how circles are safe and angles are dangerous. And I do think that this was part of the old framework, but we're moving from Zeus now to Zens. This is an easier way for more of us to kind of channel the information and work with the information. We can still take curves, and curves really are an easier way to flow through some of this information, but I wouldn't be afraid of angles. I don't think angles are going to trap anyone in a negative polarity. I've always seen the angular energy more like Metatron's energy. I don't think there's anything wrong with angular energy. I guess I'll find out when I try to travel time after I leave this bodily vessel. I don't know. But if we have an influence of what our thoughts and our imagining is creating, I would like to focus some of that on creating safe ways to travel time that won't trap us in other patterns till the end of another cycle. So, yeah. Zeus, Zens, and here's to time traveling and being immortal. Yay! Okay, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!